Welcome back. Today I'm actually playing two games. I'm playing the Ember Throne, and I'm also playing a game of Can Joe remember what stupid ass fucking voices he was doing for characters fucking 4 months ago, 3 months, 3.5 months ago, however long it's been. The answer is almost certainly no, but let's give it a go anyway. From what I recall, I'm straining my brain here. Um, we are in the abandoned ruins of Ara's. That's her name, right? Yeah, Ara's father, the big demon man who lives in the Sky Castle. Um, this was his house, and in here we have, well, allegedly four coffins. One is missing, which was Ara's. She was taken from this place in order to avoid, presumably, what happened here. And then the scary people came and they killed two of her sisters, and Rose, the other one, had the king adopt the other one and rise her into a position of power. So she is now Evelyn, I think her name is, who is the queen. Um, and that's basically where we're at, I think. I'm sure you can probably remember that better than I can at this point, honestly, but that's what I'm going off. Let's continue. It's all very ominously silent at the moment, isn't it? Evelyn, I was right, look at me go. Father tried for so long to discover the truth of this world. He gave birth to us. That's not how men work, usually. It's 2023. Almost at 2022. It's 2023. Yeah, people can be anything. He gave birth to us so he could decide this fate, grooming all four of us to understand the reasons for the throne. We were meant to be the culmination of that reasoning. One with the throne could enact their own visions, but without the people's understanding, we would always fight back. That was my role, to let everyone understand. But you went against that, didn't you? Not just now, but then as well. You're remembering, aren't you? You went against Father's plan. You were the one who didn't listen. You had to be silenced, your dissent brought to an end before it enabled more rebels to strike. I'm going to put this cool ass crown on now, and it's going to make me very powerful in a big scary boss fight that you're going to have to do. The white crown, however, would make its bearer Queen of Axis's castle. To think, he would have given it to you. Father wasn't always wise. We're all so lucky that you were silenced instead of him. What were you thinking about all of this? That if the throne were destroyed, humanity would solve its own issues? We've suffered at the helm of this decrepit world for an eternity. You would have us suffer another. The throne is what gives the world life. We are bound by it. We serve the world. I like how a bodyguard dude, I can't remember his name, a bodyguard dude's just standing in the background. I'm not getting involved in this. This is some fucking, like, demigod shit. I'll just be over here doing my thing, you know? How do I play this game? Overpower is a big powerful skill, right? Which makes me weaker for a bit, but fuck it, let's get some damage on this. Oh, it's a bitch. That would be rude, wouldn't it? That'd be a rude thing to call her. She's a nice lady. She just has different perspectives on things to me, you know? I think Syrah's whole shtick was that he's a spellcaster, right? We don't particularly want to attack with him, we want to cast spells. So 10%. Okay, yeah, that's the heal, which wasn't very good. We just lightning strike? I don't know if Solar Storm's actually going to be better. It says it deals more damage. We'll try Solar Storm. 765 is not a huge amount, is it? And what was your thing? Reduces damage of fire and lightning against party. It could be useful. Strikes the opponent with 40% damage attacks. Yeah, I think we want to just flurry, don't we? I think. Or did it turn out that flurry was just a bit shit? She's just gone into parry stun, so I don't know if we just want to, like... How do I heal normally in this game? I know we've got this. She can heal herself with an ability. Do we just use potions and shit? Did we not have like a healer? Because the heal that Syrah's got is a bit shit, isn't it? I'm also very aware that there's like zero music in this fight. I guess it's meant to make it more ominous, but it kind of feels a bit underwhelming as a result. I got the silence up to this point, but once she like pulled out the sword and got angry, there should have been some like big dramatic musical sting. I think that would have been cool at this point. We're just gonna sit here with like a faint rumbling in the background instead. Yeah, I guess we just deal damage, right? She is parrying though. Did we have like some way of breaking parry stance? Did the defense breaking one knock people out of parry stance? I can't actually remember. We can try it, right? Whichever one that is. This one? Alright. Okay. I don't have a lot of potions. I don't have a lot of healing here. Was this really just my only means of healing? Because that's just shit. That's fucking garbage. I think, didn't one of the other characters have a heal and then I swapped them out for some reason? I don't know. I don't know, man. We got plenty of revives, we're just not great on potions. Guess I'll just do that, I guess. So was just attacking better than... Hard to say, honestly. They seem pretty similar. Between just attacking and using flurry. Let's try this one. I'm just pressing buttons at this point, you know? Just trying to muddle my way through the fight. Yeah, okay, yeah, we had the thing that made healing items do double. We were just abusing that. I think that's how we were getting through this. To be fair, she doesn't seem to do a great deal of damage unless she hits us with the parry, so maybe we just don't hit her when she's in parry stance and we'll be fine here. Doesn't seem like a particularly difficult fight. It might be because this is like phase 1 or something. Yeah, she can sort of keep herself up a little bit. Oh. There we go, there's the music. We did it, we found it. Success. We have audio. I assume that's meant to be like a thing in the background, like a shadow of like something just behind us, but it kind of looks like Ara's just like pointing to the sky. It's like her arm, just like, hey, look up there. It's the same outcome again. When will you learn, I wonder? This was supposed to have ended. You chose that path yourself, have you forgotten? They'll be here soon. We'll be alright, won't we, Papa? We'll be fine. This is what they've chosen. So be it. The men haven't any swords. Without a sword, man's ambition is cold. Oh fuck, did Ara kill Axis? You lied. You were wrong all along. We were fit for this world. You're the one who took the star, pushing your own dreams onto it. The castles and the fields of flowers, they brought everyone nothing but suffering. Ara. Never listened. She's a delinquent and now a murderer. Brought everyone misery. How selfish can you be? Just because it's made you miserable. You can't see this grand part we play in the throne's maturity. A monster. She's always been this way. She's the one who should be silenced, not father. This is Era speaking. I guess that was one of the two sisters who died. She seems to be older than the others. She's the one who should be silenced. It was me. It was my fault all along. Oh no, this is fucking Ara talking. Why has Ara got to speak now? She's been silent for so long. I took the black sword. I struck Axis, hoping to end the thing that I thought had stopped me all along. The crown was supposed to save me from those words, those thoughts. You, what happened to you? You're a waste. Leaving your sword and staying silent. You could have stopped it, but you didn't, and you never will. Isn't the person I wanted to be. It's right here, and you won't take it. Haven't you realised? You were right all along. If you don't take your sword back, nobody else will. They'll wait for their stars. Was that the fourth sister talking to her? Because that wasn't Evelyn, was it? I'm confused. They all look too similar. After all of this, you stubbornly make the same mistakes. There's a phase 2. Of course there's a phase 2. Oh, she's going to Evelyn Parry. Oh, Evelyn Parry. Evelyn Parry. These were what I was using, the great men's sprays. That's why I don't have many potions, because I had these bad boys. I don't know what to do right now, though. Because she's in parry mode. Can we just, like, wait it out? Can we just guard? She's still, like, attacking, just because she's in parry mode. Oh, there we go. There we go. She does one fairly shit attack and then changes back, that's fine. She did buff herself though, which I'm not super keen on. Let's reset all my cooldowns, which is nice. I'm going to actually hit her with the defense dropping one first, if I can remember which one that is. Start right here. Or she's going to evade it. That's also possible. Didn't I have some way of removing... Halves Agi, that's movement speed though, right? That's not evasion. I'm sure I had some way of removing evasion on people. Or was it lightning strike? I feel like it was lightning. Yeah, it doesn't say it removes evasion up, but it does. It's just like that. It's quirky like that. Okay, let's all guard again. Oh, fuck man. A potion. Oh yeah, his potions are shitty. I don't know why I expected his to do as much as the other one. Right, let's get rid of that defense, shall we? Thank you. And now we'll use a Great Command Spray. And just start fucking up. I don't know, I think Flurry might do more damage. It's hard to tell. I don't even know how many numbers it does. It says it does 4 40% damage attacks, but it looks like way more numbers than that I'm actually doing. Yeah, there was 4 numbers there, plus an evade, so it's actually 5. Okay, need to remove that. No evasion for you. It also made a switch out of parry stance. Interesting. Thought you weren't evading anymore. Yeah, she doesn't have evade up. That was just a lucky dodge, I guess. Okay. Pretty good battle music, honestly. It's generally fairly decent music in this game. It's not the sort of game I'd be like downloading the soundtrack to after I'm done and listening to over and over again. It's not like mind-blowing, genuinely like enjoyable outside the context of the game music per se, but it's really solid for what it needs to do. Like, considering this is, and I've said it before, this is an RPG Maker game. Like the visuals and the sound and everything is all very, very good. Very high quality for what it is. You expect these things to be pretty shit. And this is like genuine like video game quality shit. I think some of the cutscenes sometimes look a little bit rough, some of the images and those. You know, they're not bad, and it's obviously a specific art style that they're going for, but there are certainly moments where it could perhaps look a little bit better, but overall, very high quality game. It makes me wonder how many RPG Maker games there are out there that are actually, you know, good. Because you just don't expect them to be, right? I mean, aside from this, in sort of recent memory, I definitely played some going years back when I was actually dabbling in RPG Maker myself. But in sort of recent memory, the only ones I've played are To the Moon and its various sequels, which are all obviously very good, but they're not even really classically RPG Maker games because there's no RPG there, they're just narrative games. And Melty's Quest, which is a fucking hentai game. I played for a joke and my channel will never forgive me for it. But, you know, all three of those are of fairly high quality, you know, if you're into H games, I guess. Anyway, let's shut up about porn for a second. You don't even understand. I was closer to him than you ever were. You were just a young idiot. We were closer than any of you. We've been over this before, Axis. No, that's not the same man again. I tell you now, the Sere control the East. We cannot stand still and watch their smouldering crusade continue. I notice Axis is clearly a human man here. He's right, you know, the star could help us bring humanity back into dominance. What is this all about, dominance? Was this about dominance when the native races were devoured alive by it? Was it about dominance when our dead ancestors warned us this world was not long for us? I plead with you to listen, Council. The seed is almost sprouted. It's not long before the star spreads its arms above us. We are approaching its final days. I was never meant to stay such a small, shimmering light. It was never meant to stay one of those, not me. Bit of a Freudian slip there. I know I'm going to become an all-powerful god thing soon in the future, but just to be clear, right, that's not what I meant to say. Haha, Sprout, have you gone mad? Axis, I no longer care for your fairy tales. Take your diseased trinket and leave. Do not curse us with your rambling any longer. Mankind is through with stars. We'll build our own legacies. I won't let this happen. I will not let you sacrifice our fates to the desert. What will happen, Papa? The same thing it always has. When faced with the decision to build their way to the sky or be swept up by angels, humans always make the same choice. And they always will. They revel in their pride. And when it comes time to sacrifice it, they always give in. The throne thrives off that weakness. We'll survive, won't we? I'll make certain. I don't want anything to happen to you. I want to be with you forever, Papa. No matter who abandons you, I'll be your angel. Seeing a lot from Error at the moment. I will never leave you. And then she was killed. You never grow. I won't let you betray this world. Now you've traded the crown for a sword. You'll die by that demonic blade. Hope you made the right choice. We'll soon see whether our utopia will be earned by rebellious infants or its loving mother. You've done a terrible thing this day. Alas, Once the many future generations come to know your name, I pray history has the mercy to forgive your foolishness. If you're lucky, others will overshadow them. A fairer world cannot exist without Miss Evelyn's pure vision. We're just gonna let them fucking leave, huh? Beat the ever-living shit out of them. We got plenty of mending sprays, we can go for days, you know? We can finish them up. I guess we get her cool-ass sword, though, so that's something. Was that the leaf of the throne, or whatever, the thing we got earlier? Is she gonna destroy that now? Forge to slay dragon. Aura. Please give me some clue who's talking when you do this. How pointless. All of this because of you. That was Evelyn. You refused the white crown out of fear, then directed your fear at our benefactor. But now it seems you finally understand humility. Perhaps that silence will help you understand your errors. You have plenty of time to think about them, to learn to accept them. If anything, I hope it teaches you that you are not right. I don't get why Aura was supposed to be like Axis's heir or whatever, when Era was clearly the oldest and the one who'd been like sort of with him at all the sort of key moments and everything. You think she would have been the natural sort of one to take over, but for some reason it seems like Aura was set up to take over his throne or whatever, but then she refused it and killed him, and that caused everything to go to shit or something, but things were already going to shit and she did it because she thought that would make a change, or I don't know. I'm struggling here, man. I'm struggling. It's been months since I played this game. You feeling alright now? It will have to do. We don't have much further left. Aura is just past this cliff. Shit, what was his voice? Was he like, what a fascinating place. This is a mountain that splits the northern and southern halves. You can gawk later. We got Axis's sword now though, right, Aura? The throne won't be standing for long. We've gotten this far. Okay. Okay. Let's do a little savey save. Do a little one of them real quick. Can we go back? I don't know. What was the... Oh, that's the sprint button. Yeah, that's the sprint button. Doesn't make much difference, but I was just curious. I was wondering if there's anything back here, because we just sort of got teleported through this area and didn't really get to see what was in it. Quite large, isn't it? Sort of keeps going. Was this... Okay, I've been here before. I vaguely remember this. Oh shit, do I have to... Oh, that's bollocks. It's kicked me back out this side, so I have to go back through this entire zone in order to get... Fuck's sake, man. I hope this isn't too long. I really can't remember how big this area was. It's what I get for backtracking instead of just progressing with the game like a normal person. I was just intrigued, you know. I don't know what I was missing. Okay, we're just here. That's cool. And then this spits us out where exactly? Obviously here where we had the fight. Does this just all join up? Right. Can't go left here. That's what loops back round, and then this is down to the progress. Okay. Alright, I'm glad we cleared that up. Good to know. Personally, if I was Mr. Game Developer, I would have put a chest there. Put a cool item, but never mind. What this looks like. The paths taken by the refugees. Doesn't look like it was easy for them. Arya, it is difficult for the Orok to forgive Axis. He has caused irreparable damage to the world's diplomacy. Trust in mankind as the world's ally was a haven for many. Some must have had that trust broken, however, or the refugees may have never made it. Wow, a lot of bodies in here, huh? A lot of dead people. That's a shame. Sucks that people die and aren't immortal and don't live forever. Like Ara clearly does. What is this place?
It's an Angkor fortress. The refugees your bird's talking about must have used it to pass through Aura.
Bird? You two are really making up. I thought you lizards hated humans. The Sare came from the Argor, right?
The Argor were impartial. They hated no race but themselves. They were trapped in civil war for centuries. I believe that's how Axis learned as much as what he did. The technology, the nature of the throne. The Argor were extremely intelligent but socially devoid. It wasn't until something happened that they became Sare and grew our new awareness. Long ago, when the Argor still lived deep under the earth, they dug. Their kingdoms grew through the lower layers of the world. They murdered each other in these kingdoms. Until one day, they came across something they shouldn't have. They found a red square deep within the earth. At least that's how it always has been depicted. From it, strange things began to happen to them. They wandered to the surface and the sun melted away their obsidian shells. The Argor who remained were murdered by the new Sare. That's how they were driven to extinction.
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up. How does a rich kid like you figure out all of this if the red lizards killed the Argor?
I had a sister. The Emperor only accepts sons. He disposes of his daughters along with the sons who are too weak in infancy. My sister is one of the rare few who were stronger than the sons. My father, the Emperor I mean, bound her chest and scarred her body, attempting to hide her identity. She found out all about this as she grew. She's the one who told my brother and I the world of the Emperor's evils. We began to work tirelessly to put an end to it, until one day she was discovered and murdered. She was a strong woman. Perhaps she had more Argor blood in her than the rest of us. To the Emperor, there is a way to succeed, and the weak rust the engine's walls. Sacrifices must be made if we are to experience a world without them. If these are the sacrifices the world desires, perhaps this world is more a monster than the Emperor.
Didn't really explain how his sister found the stuff out, though. Pavel was like, hey, how does a rich kid find all this shit out? Surely you had like a sheltered existence and weren't going to be sort of digging deep into the historical records of your ancestors that were deeply covered up or whatever. And he's like, well, I didn't. My sister did, who was in the exact same situation as me, but also had extra scrutiny on her because she was a woman masquerading as a man. You know. Hey, enemies. I forgot this game had combat. I also forgot this. Holy fuck, let's turn this down. There you go. It'll just deafen me now. Ugh. Can't believe I forgot that bullshit. Holy shit. These guys look like they're probably very defensive. Let's hit them with the old Starbreaker. And the old Solar Storm. Zap. And the old Flurry. I don't have much health there. I mean, they're just regular enemies, I suppose. Considering how much we absolutely bodied that last boss. Don't we have another AoE one? 2 damage to roller good. Yeah, this one. Considering how much we bodied that last boss, yeah, I think we're probably a bit over-leveled at the moment. A bit OP, as they say. It was mostly because I was abusing the shit out of healing items though, so maybe the game just isn't balanced around them rather than me being overleveled. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it all adds up. Okay, now I don't know why the combat music is so loud in this game though. It wasn't that loud against Evelyn, right? I guess maybe that was a different case because it kicked in halfway through the... Oh, cool. It kicked in halfway through the fight or whatever. I don't know. These things are a bit shit, aren't they? They're a bit shit. I need to reorder these skills so I know I have the ones that are actually useful to me, like, freely available. I just don't use the ones at the top of the list. It's alright for this dude, he doesn't fucking know any. I think Flurry does do more... I've decided. I've come to the conclusion that Flurry does in fact do more damage than just regular attacking. Not much more, but it does do more, so that's good enough for me. We're going to commit to that. Should I be equipping that sword, by the way? You know, the big, scary, dark sword that we can use to destroy the Amber Throne and is clearly an important relic of the past or whatever. Is it like an actual weapon we can also use? Let's actually just see what's in this chest first before we go a-menuing. Heavy Sapphire, I don't know what that is, don't care. Ara. Nope, no other swords. Okay, cool. It's not real. Sword is a figment of my imagination. Understandable, have a nice day. Hello. Oh, 2 of them and a piece of wall. An errant processor. Oh yeah, I guess there was like technology and shit around here, wasn't there? I guess that's what this is. Some sort of technology. Does it? I was kind of hoping it would be weak to lightning because, you know, machinery and all that, but I guess not. Did I really not die from that? That looked like it should have been enough damage to kill that. There's a crit in there as well. Doesn't have much health, the errant processor. I'm assuming that's what paralysed... that's what paralysed Ara, because these guys hadn't been doing that previously. Aboa does seem like the weak point in my party at the moment. We need to get some useful shit on him. Need to get him some cool new skills. I don't know how much of this game is left though. I feel like I'm progressing towards the end of it at a rapid pace.
Looks like some of Aura's light bleeding through. I've got a hard enough head. Stand back, I'll take care of this. Watch me headbutt this wall.
Yep.
Should take you back out to the cliffs around Aura. Must have been a dangerous trip for those refugees. I'm struggling with this voice.
Oh no, not more.
Come on, hurry. The war waged by our Emperor was terrible. I guess neither of us were content with our leaders, Ser or Pig.
And the volume back up again. Nice little guitar to listen to.
That's towers. It can't be that bad, right? We're using them for good. Everyone's richer than ever. Everything's advancing so fast. Oboa, I want you to keep this for me. I'm going away for a while. Things this you can't when Papa finds out. It'll be alright. I'll explain everything to him. But what if you get lost? I'll never be lost, Oboa. Remember what you said? That you wanted to be strong like me when you grew up. If you can do that, I'll never be lost. That was the last time we ever saw her. I don't know why I'm telling you any of this. I wonder, Ara, did Axis ever show you what was really going on over those mountains? No, of course not.
Well, kind of regretting giving him equipment and leveling him up now. Clearly a mistake on my part. Should have just stuck to the old party. Aura, get up. Give her time. We may need it. You're back. That damn lizard. I knew we couldn't trust him. He pushed all of us over a cliff. We saw him push you over a cliff and we just sort of stood there and watched. Then he was like, hey, do you guys want to come to the edge of the cliff as well? And one by one we went over and he pushed us over. And we just thought, you know, well, maybe the next one, he's not going to push over. Maybe he's going to be friends with one of us, but we just all ended up down here somehow. That damn lizard. I knew we couldn't trust him. Cyril was right. We should have never got involved with them. Nah, don't talk like that. I'm sure there's a reason behind all of this. They were always scumbags and they always will be. Balboa has his sword, Ara. He's made his way off with it. If this is his end game, then he's gotten the better of us. Hey. No? Hey, something's coming.
Oboa! Where the hell is Oboa?
We ought to be asking you that. Right. What's wrong with the Seer? We not done nothing to you.
Sure thing, pig. What are you kids fighting over?
Your brother has stolen one of the throne-cutting blades from Ara. Perhaps if your race hadn't been so selfish, there's a typo there, that should be your Y-O-U-R and not your Y-O-U-R-E. This would...
Save your nonsense, you pigs and birds have always been the same. Even before the war with Axis, you looked at others with disdain. If you're ignoring the world around you and looking for someone to blame, you're not justifying anything like this. If we could fix things, we would. My brother and I made a promise. We're going to see it through with or without the other races.
Who's saying this? Sarah? Ara? They want to fix things, right? Why don't we let them? They're just degenerates. See how quickly they gave up and run? You aren't as grown up as you think. You're falling for the same hate everyone else is. You've no idea how many Arok were slain at their hands. If Asair cannot even acknowledge this, the Union is lost. Don't you look ahead at all? Who cares about your grudges? Evelyn, when all this is through, I'm afraid we've no humans left to trust. You're kinda scum, but the Emperor and the Fafneron must fall sooner or later. We need that sword back or Ara won't be able to cut the throne.
We both know where he's headed then. I'm not as kind as Oboa, but this is over, so are we.
Oh, okay. Is he just like a straight replacement? Does he get like all the same skills and everything? Yeah. Okay, that's one way of doing it, I suppose. I wasn't expecting that. Does he even have the same equipment? Yep, cool. Dope, I guess. I mean, see, I was feeling a little bit bad. Feeling a little bit like vaguely racist about giving the exact same voice to every single Seer. But the game has just implied that every single Seer is the exact same person anyway, by changing two of them out and having them be literally identical. So, you know what? If the game's gonna do it, then so can I. We've been here before, right? Definitely been here before. Not quite sure where we're going. I'm not quite sure where my destination is now.
The Emperor only wants men. Women and children stay. You're no Seer. You'll join the camps to the north.
This seems right. This seems like the direction to head in. Have we fought these before? I know we came through the town before, but we sort of stealthed through, right? We Metal Gear Solid did it. So I guess these are going to be like higher level. More level appropriate for our current position in the game. I do really like the cooldown system, by the way. Big fan of doing away with fucking MP. It's never a nice system. MP in turn-based RPGs generally is just like a pain in the arse at low levels and then completely irrelevant at high levels. It's like not a fun mechanic when it's relevant and then it just stops being relevant after a while. So swapping that for I just pressed guard instead of attack because I'm an idiot. Swapping that for a cooldown system is, I honestly think, a really smart idea on the part of this game. I feel like other RPGs have done this before, but I literally can't name a single one of them right now. I'm struggling on that. Like even a lot of the sort of the games we think of as sort of modernised takes on the formula, like Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default, are also like stupidly reliant on a lot of the archaic practices. Why not take this big pile of gold? That'd be pretty cool if we could.
Shiny!
Yeah, it is shiny, you're right. I did have like an ally in this city, right? There was a building I could go into and like rest and stuff. Is it here? I think it might have been here. You go like down this ladder. There's a dude in the basement. Yeah, blacksmith man.
What's a pig doing down here? I bet your money's all greasy.
Gonna let me on the ladder. Let me go down there.
Make sure nobody's looking if you're buying anything, pig.
I'm not buying shit, man. I ain't buying shit. Did the music get really loud again? I'm sorry. I am trying to keep this audio, like, remotely sensible. I really am. I'm doing my best. It is all over the fucking place, though. Was this the place I could rest? I think this was the place I could rest. I think I'm being dumb. Yeah, there we go. Just wanted to do that because, yeah, get the health up for the next step in this wild ride that we currently find ourselves on. Now, I feel like I was meant to have picked up context clues as to where Oboe was likely to have gone with the sword. I don't know if he also wants to destroy the throne, so he's. But then, in that case, why didn't he just work with us in the first place? Was it just that he didn't trust us to do it? Was that the problem? So if he's headed to the throne, then do we also head there? What is this? I just wandered into a boss fight.
Gendio, where have you been? Oboe is already on his way back to the Empire. Oh, and what business do you have with these pigs? Ara, make quick work of this oracle. We don't have much time left. Ara, what is the meaning of this, Gendio? Hold on, Easterner. Get out of the way, you greedy fool. Now, the Empire has shown great generosity to the West. We shouldn't fight any longer. Great generosity. So the West has easily won over. Yes! Seems like you have the wrong side, Gendio. If you cannot be convinced, then you are dead. The Emperor has many sons. This is no great loss. Only a shame. The Empire is truth, Gendio. The Sam must cease their squabbling. There is no point staying here forever. Come, let us blaze a path into our glorious future. The throne was always destined to be ours. Even the Argor knew it. The pigs needed them just to keep it from us. I don't care about any of your justifications. You will not keep me from Oboe.
He's got like a big gun. He's a weird looking fella, isn't he? Just keep dropping that defense. Fights against single opponents are a bit lame because Sira's so massively AoE focused. It's fine. Oh wow, that did fucking nothing. That did fucking nothing, man. Can we burn? Can we burn him? He's burning us, so it's only fair, right? Guess our Solar Storm. Guess I'll Dragonstorm. Guess I'll attack. Yeah, it just resists sword damage, but not that sword damage. Only Oboa's sword damage. Just keep Dragon's Tonguing. Cool. I need to heal again, and there's like a bunch more of these guys.
Oh, Gendio, we meant nothing of this. We'll be sure to let the Emperor know that when we see him. Of course. You're only more loyal to your lives than your wallets. Come, Ara, let's not waste time with these traitors.
Oh, we only have to kick one of their asses, I guess. Cool. Going after the Oracle. So the Oracle seems to... I mean, Gendio is the son of the king, so like killing him seems like the sort of thing that...
For the Emperor!
That the Emperor wouldn't be too keen on, but I don't know, maybe he does like that. Maybe he does want his son killed because he's teaming up with Ara and that. He won't hear him out, you know. He'll just be like... Nope, you teamed up with a human, you're fucking dead. The Emperor does seem to be a bit of a rude fella like that, so it's understandable. I don't know what it means that Ara's been targeted, but it's probably not great for her. Probably should have killed the scary new enemy before the basic dude with the sword, realistically, but too late now. Get Solar Stormed. And trust Oboa to finish that one off. We'll see whether that will actually happen or not. As previously mentioned, Oboa is a bit shit. Sorry, not Oboa, Gendio. They truly are all the same to me. Oh, resisting, hey? Still a decent amount of damage even when it's resisted, honestly. No. Don't heal the enemy, heal the party. There we go. God, these things are pretty nasty. We're getting into some real tough opponents now. Fighting the big boys. No more baby league, you know. At least I got some desert pears from them, so that makes it all better. Where are we going? Where are we going now? I'm still not 100% clear on this. I'm just sort of going in directions. I think we want to head... Because the Emperor... They attacked the city, right? So are they going back to do that again now that they've got the big cool sword? I don't really want to fight all those guys. Can I go in here? Oh yeah, this was the crack den. Forgot about that. I forgot that existed. Honestly, I think I've probably gone long enough today, so I'm going to wrap up here. More of this next time, and I hope we can find Oboa because I genuinely have no clue. Maybe I'll revisit what they said exactly in that conversation and see if I can actually understand what they were hinting at. Because Big Dumb Joe's not getting it at the moment. Anyway, more of this next time. I'll see you.